because many times records are related to each other, maybe because they apply to the same facility, or maybe because there's some common action that applies to the record. There's an ability to create relationships among records, and I'll show a couple of these, but there's many relationship types that you can apply. I've got a couple of folders here, and within these folders I have documents. So training folder 1 and document 1, and training folder 2 and document 2. And what I really want to do is show that document 2 is related to document 1. So the way I'm going to set that up is I'm going to make a copy of, right click and copy document number 1's number. And then I'm going to right click on document 2, and I'm going to go in, and under the related records field, there's none there now. I'm going to add a relationship. And in this case, I just want to just simply say that these two are related. So I'm going to paste in record number 1, its record number, and complete that relationship. Now, if I look at the properties of record number 1, I see that yes, it's related to record number 2, and it should be vice versa. Yes. And if I want to, if I'm in one of these documents, I can simply think double click. Maybe that doesn't work. Looks like a couple of times if I click on it, I will go from one to the other. But another way that you can set up a relationship that's quite powerful is what's called the alternatively within. So let's say that in this case, what I really want to do is I want document 2 to exist in folder 2, but I also want that to show up in folder 1. How do I do that? Well, let me go get the record number for folder 1 first. I'll copy that, and then I'm going to look at the document 2 properties, and I've got that relationship set up, but I'm going to add a new relationship. And this time I'm going to select alternatively within, paste that record number in, and now you can already see that that's happened, that when I open folder number 1, I see document 1 and document 2. And if I look at the document numbers here, I'm not creating copies of these documents. Document 2 is still the same record number. I'm just making it appear in several different places. So this is a tool that you can use, particularly like drinking water, wastewater. Lots of records need to show up in the, both the wastewater and the drinking water side of the house, and I'm sure there's a lot of other applications where you can use related records. And as I mentioned, when you look at all of the related record types, there's many of these. You know, it could be, records could be related because one's a copy of another, or because it supersedes a previous record, or it's attached to, or it's a redaction of, or it's a reply to. You know, there's many of these relationship types that you can apply. Although I think the basic related to and the alternatively within are most commonly used within the department. And you should be able to set these up, particularly if you were able to edit these records. If you're not, ask your supervisor if he or she has the permissions to set up a relationship. And if he or she does not, then contact a TRIM administrator, and we can establish those relationships for you.